We got Lodi. Somewhere in the sky. His teammate.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
About to get loaded out right here.
Right to the air with Smith. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first
down. Top of the roof.
Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's cracked. He's cracked. He's cracked. He's cracked.
2nd and 3. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 10. And in.
There's one up top. One up top. One up top. One up top.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot
we got the one on the roof, but he's still up there.
Right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Big gain downfield. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait. It's hot as hell outside. You can wait.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah.
They're running again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, they came at the perfect time. Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. He can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that. Shotgun snap to Nicks. Chased out to his right. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
First down, Smith to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
play fake. Now Smith to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He's got room to roam here. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Up the sideline, past the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light, well, on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And now they face 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him a few that time, but they'll need twice that to find the end zone here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd and goal, here's Nix.
What?
It's in, touchdown Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
I didn't get a chance to fly up though, I ain't gonna lie to you.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's throwing another one deep. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders need only one to take the lead. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Low key, yeah. My screen keep going black too. It's my HDMI cord.
Final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown.
I'm coming over there right now. I don't know if it's over there by you,
so
but
far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this.
I'm going to get my shit. I don't give a fuck.
Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
No.
Owen back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw, here's Nix. It is caught left side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Here's Nix. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll send him up up the middle. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll try it with him again. And he's brought down for a loss. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
One more.
They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
He's so focused right on me. He's inside with you now. Which I think I have my gun.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Where?
Here's Nix to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Went upstairs, went upstairs, went upstairs.
And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up.
I got one on me, I got one on me.
Created the takeaway.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They're going play action. Hits his running back. Spins into the open field. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. In a lightning
Right here, he's low.
transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it.
I'm about to piss me
Any
off.
catch he makes, his intent is to put
What do you
some
want?
serious yards on top of it. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hand off to the back. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Trying to do what?
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that
I
play
didn't hear
is
you,
pretty
bro.
indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Dumped off to his running back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker. No.
Let's go. This rookie needs to come in here and throw a tug.
Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down from the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
There, too. It was there.
Doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be second down. He's dropping back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing. Often when you evaluate players, you know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot
For
this
what?
away. From his own end zone, here we go.
None in there.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
2 teams. Of
Drive
course.
will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Completed to his running back. Space past the 35. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. 1st down, ball at the 36. Here's the handoff. Crosses midfield, still going. At the 20. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos reduce the lead to just 4. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
Okay.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Maybe it's not it today, you know? Sometimes you just have your days.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust your tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they bring him down around the 34. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 34. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw it on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
I'm not backing up, nigga. You talk about I don't be on your 6. I'm on your 6, nigga.
Takes off the play action.
Not backing up.
He lofts it deep left.
I'm not backing up, bro. I'm not doing it.
It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it.
Nah, shit.
And the Raiders have it as he
We die
reports
again.
his 7th
Turn the
interception
game off.
of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six?
Need to get
I think
my
everybody
cord.
deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Has the connection to Jones. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Drake Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From midfield on second down.
Forced out
to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for Raiders first. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught by his back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 23. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. They'll come up first and 10. From the red zone now. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown.
I'm going Kim. I'm grabbing key card. I'm getting load out.
They lead at the end of the half. Brock Bowers, the
Turn it down,
touchdown.
Cat. Jump too early.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Hold on. I'm here with you. I'm getting key card. I got 2 XMGs.
Somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use them down
He
there.
jump down, jump down,
Things
jump
are
down.
constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would.
I thought I had mine. I didn't get it.
A nightmare for these defenses.
That's how I had to use
Crossing
it.
now to add one more.
I got nothing. Oh, I got one. Okay.
Right down the middle, it's good.
You want to get load out here?
Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
Drop your cash. Okay. We're gonna throw it at back here. There's another one upstairs. Another one.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30.
Have to reload.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we just
They're here.
Final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings
They're here. Please, come this way.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators.
You rest.
2 alligator, 3 alligator.
Are you fucking kidding me?
In order to get that ball off, credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Stop it!
Looking to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 25. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away.
These fucking dishes, I'm laid down.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And the defense gets there.
I'm trying to find out how he didn't die if he just ran and I shot him.
Working quickly here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Pulled in at the 20. And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. Very good return as he picks up 20. And it'll be Raider football. Two slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Anybody in the bio, or you don't know?
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
They're here. They're here upstairs.
Pass play coming here.
Drop your money. Drop your money. All right, drop your money.
Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Drop in here. All right, landed it. I dropped it already.
Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now the Raiders are ready for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick.
They're both here. Hold on.
He was only needed twice in last week's win, and
I got flashbang. Hold on.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He just kept going.
Top of the roof.
And that's going to cost him. That
2 on the roof.
Safety.
I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna buy.
Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately,
Might be a team over here.
a time where you got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
All's in this punt at the 8. And he'll get it out to the 34
I'm on the roof.
before he's tracked down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw.
Let him chase.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He's on the move. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks
I shot him first, bro.
And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. The throw finds Evan Ingram. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The ball's out, he lost it. And the Raiders get to it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Jones trying the left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Even 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathe them a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And 4th and 4 coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He connects downfield on 4. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. They're going to try with the wideout. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. The kid, when you get down here in the red zone, becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Bo Nix touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Running right, this is Jones. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's into the end zone, touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Just 1 quarter remaining. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Mims. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So 2nd down coming up. Nick's looking to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll throw again. Nix. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Mims. He's got a lane up past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. They've got first down from the 31. Nicks off the play action. He lofts it deep left. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Cut near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he scoops up his own mistake. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's going to be second down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target to make a play on it.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 20 on 2nd down. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Cortland Sutton. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Cut by Sutton. Hit some space around midfield. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
This is hauled in by Ingram. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Chased out to his right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throwing this back in the end zone. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders nearing their 9th win of the season. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Running this one left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Another carry for him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Quick throw finds him out right. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Try and push it deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's cut at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down from the red zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
62. Broncos 6.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get
Guys,
onside
gone.
kick.
What'd you go get, a bag?
And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. New set of downs for them from the 46. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up second down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
And the defender comes away with it. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a